So I ended up going to treatment when I was 16 years old. Then I got a little bit older and I started experimenting with harder drugs like opiates. I had a girlfriend at the time. We got pregnant, and 2 months later she went in for an ultrasound, and then the baby didn't have a heartbeat. So that really crushed me. I remember blaming everybody, everything under the moon. And so that was when I tried Oxycontin for the first time. And then that happened, and it was just kind of downhill from there. So the addiction evolved into me having to commit crimes to support my habit. So I would do thefts and burglaries, and at the time I was living on the streets, and I really had no support or anything because I burned all my bridges. With opiates, there's a chemical dependency that you have to use, just to be well. I've been to prison 3 times, and the first time when I went to prison, I used in prison because there's plenty of drugs in prison. So I went back to prison and I ended up using again when I was in prison. And then when I got out that time, I was out for, I would say, maybe 4 months, and I was doing pretty good, and I was really proud of myself, and I was pumped that things were going well. And then I ended up using again. That was when I went back to prison this last time. And so what happened was, this time when I went to prison, I chose not to use drugs. I chose not to get involved in that stuff. Now what I'm wanting to do, or what I am doing, is I'm giving back to the county that I've taken away from. I feel like if I had a place that had all of the services that I needed all in one place, I think would have been life-changing for me. Like it would have been somewhere where I could have gained all those skills that I didn't learn over the years, and I could have been more successful by having somewhere that had all those services for me. It's also about timing, because when somebody's ready to get clean, that window is only open for so long. Being somebody that's detoxed and all that kind of stuff, like I didn't have somewhere or whatever to go when that window opened for me. When you first get clean, it's you have all these things that you have to navigate, and it's great having somebody that has lived experience that can navigate those things, but also has the resources to help you on that journey. In an ideal world, it'll be great for nobody to be using and everybody to be pro-social or whatever, but realistically, that's just not what that looks like. So when somebody is ready and to have that resource, like it needs to be readily accessible, and it needs to be staffed with people with lived experience. You have to get them into whatever that service that they need within that window, because like when they say they're ready, they're ready.